Kai-Ken 101. Do you know what happened to some of the first Kai-Ken that came to the US? Write what you think the answer is in the comments below and we'll reveal the answer at the end of the video, so watch till the end. Hey everybody, welcome to Top 10 Doggy. Today, we're going to go over really cool dog breed info for Kai-Kens. History and background. The Kai-Ken originates from Japan. The name Kai-Ken comes from Kai Province in Yamanashi Prefecture in Japan, which hints at where they are from, but not necessarily their purpose. In fact, Kai-Kens are often also referred to as Tora Inu, which means tiger dog in Japanese due to their striped coat pattern. The Kai-Ken is one of 6 Japanese Spitz breeds. Spitz breeds are dogs characterized by their pointy ears, long snouts, thick fur and striking resemblance to wolves. For instance, these dogs all look similar, they're all Japanese Spitz breeds. However, they are a small subsection of the overall Spitz breeds because you also have Spitz breeds like the Siberian Huskies, Alaskan Malamutes, Finnish Spitz, and many more from outside of Japan that look very similar. The Kai-Ken has a very preserved bloodline, but the origins and date of their initial discovery are unknown. It's said that the Kai-Ken were used by the Jomon and Yayoi people in mainland Japan, Honshu, near Mount Fuji. Specifically, these dogs were used for hunting in the Kai province, which is a very mountainous area. Due to the surrounding mountains isolating the people and breed, this breed would go on to be lost in time until later on. Besides these speculations, there is not a lot known or recorded about the history of the Kai-Ken before their rediscovery in the 20th century. While some parts of this history are similar to other Spitz breeds, this dog breed has a uniquely unexplored background. Nowadays, Kai-Kens are house pets or outstanding hunting dogs, especially in mountainous regions. In fact, these dogs have been known to swim across rivers or climb trees to catch their prey. That's one dedicated and skillful hunting dog. Due to the Kai-Ken's bravery and outstanding loyalty, they were really good at their job. The Kai-Ken was first discovered and documented when a team of researchers in Japan found the breed in 1929. Due to Japan opening up to foreign countries, a lot of the native Nihon Ken or Japanese dogs were crossbred. In an effort to preserve the original Kai-Ken, in 1931, a Kofu city prosecutor named Dasuke Adaki formed Kai-Ken Eigakai, which is the Kai-Ken Preservation Society. In 1933 or 1934, the Kai-Ken was recognized by the Japanese Kennel Club and declared a natural monument. For the US, the first time this breed would come to the US would be around the 1950s to 1960s, when some servicemen would bring some Kai-Kens back from Japan and 2 other Kai-Kens would be gifted to the US. However, the history for these dogs in the US didn't take off until 11 Kai-Kens would come to the US for breeders in the 1990s. Appearance. As far as appearance, Kai-Kens for the most part are medium-sized dogs, coming in at a height of 18 to 22 inches or 46 to 56 centimeters and weighing 25 to 55 pounds or 11 to 25 kilograms on average. These furballs have long, tapered snouts and a unique purple tongue. Kai-Kens have a wedge-shaped head and a standard black button nose. Their eyes are dark brown and their eyebrows and urogiro are not well defined. Urogiro is the Japanese name of the white fur color on the face and the underside of the dog. Their ears can best be described as upright and pricked, but also slightly shorter than the other Spitz breeds. This position offers the Kai-Ken amazing hearing. The fur coats of these furballs are thick to withstand extreme cold high in the mountains. Their fur colors are brindle, black brindle and red brindle. Rarely, you can find cream-colored Kais, but they are not intentionally bred. They are very muscular dogs and strong enough to hunt small bears as well. Their tails are curled up behind their backs, but not as tightly as the other Spitz breeds. Traits and behavior. Kai-Kens are typically intelligent, courageous and loyal dogs. They commonly display intelligent behavior by being easy to understand and execute training regimens. For example, these dogs have very good recall skills, meaning that if they run off and you call them, they will come right back to you. They also commonly display courage by showing no fear regardless of what is in front of it. For example, these dogs will fearlessly attack bears to defend their owners even to death or just for the sake of hunting. Their loyalty can also be seen in the way they follow their owners and guard their homes. For these reasons, this dog is praised for its extreme loyalty and amazing hunting prowess. Kai-Ken are also known for being friendly with children and other house pets, unlike the other Spitz breeds. It would probably still be best to ensure that the dog grows up with many different children, people and species to acclimate to not hunting every small cat or bird that moves, as is their nature. Exercise and trainability. On average, Kai Kens are pretty active dogs with a tendency to be very energetic and need to go on daily long walks, swimming, hiking, or at least 90 minutes of high-intensity activity a day. Kai Kens are not very adaptable to more sedentary lifestyles, thus they may not be suited for an apartment lifestyle as they need space to move. Kai Kens are likely to aggressively chase after other animals while on walks due to their prey drive. Although they have great recall listening skills, their nature to hunt means they could be conflicted if unleashed. Kai Kens have been described as eager to please and thus easy to train. They are also not very good with negative reinforcement, so for training, avoid scolding or punishments and instead try to reward them when they do well. If you own a Kai Ken, you may want to start training your dog from an early age, using positive reinforcement with something they value such as a toy or food. Try to get your dog out to socialize with other people and dogs to prevent them from being overly aggressive, territorial and selfish with their food or toys. If you like the video so far, please make sure to hit that like button. And check out the link in the description if you want to train your dog to be more obedient by unlocking your dog's natural intelligence. Maintenance and care. Speaking of fun activities to do with your dog, you may also want to consider the level of maintenance for owning a Kai Ken. Kai Kens are low-maintenance dogs, not requiring more than the basic sustenance, love and attention that the average dog needs. For these types of dogs, because they constantly clean themselves, tend to freak out when being groomed, and shed often, you will want to brush them every week. However, baths don't have to be as frequent as with other dog breeds because they naturally keep themselves clean. Just like with other dogs, it's good to keep their teeth, ears, and fur clean, but besides constant brushing, they are pretty low maintenance. By doing these things you can help them be happier and healthier. Health conditions. Kai Kens are really healthy dog breeds having a lifespan of 12 to 15 years, but they can also have genetic complications that include luxating patella, Lyme disease, heartworm, progressive retinal atrophy, hip and elbow dysplasia, seizures, allergies and cancer. Maintain a vigilant eye and regular health checks from puppyhood on, and if your dog shows signs of unusual pain or behavior, it's better to react sooner than later. It can be difficult to detect these conditions in a growing puppy. However, if you find a reputable breeder who is committed to breeding the healthiest animals possible, they should be able to produce a health registry that shows the lineage of the dog has been screened and deemed healthy for breeding. When a Kai Ken gets examined and receives a progressive retinal atrophy DNA test, cardiac evaluation, and a health elective, the owner can have the results submitted to the Orthopedic Foundation for Animals or OFA, to be assigned a Canine Health Information Center number or SHIC number for short. This will put the Kai Ken in an online database so anyone with that number can look up the dog's health status before buying. This organization is for dogs residing in the US and Canada, but the OFA website states owners can submit their country's equivalent health screening results for dogs residing outside the US or Canada, and it will be reviewed on a case-by-case basis. Despite following all the best practices, any dog can still develop many health complications or diseases naturally. However, advances in veterinary medicine can help your dog live a good life if you notice signs early and act appropriately. Furthermore, the easiest way to prolong your Kai Ken's life is keeping them at a healthy weight and regular exercise. Popularity. Due to the fact that this is a rare dog breed, there aren't very many famous dogs from this breed. However, the few that are famous appear in various media such as manga, video games, and even Hollywood films. Some of the most famous dogs from this breed include several Kai Kens from several manga, anime created by Yoshihiro Takahashi, a mini-boss from a video game called Okami, and film star dog named Little Bear. Little Bear was originally saved by former First Lady Nancy Reagan from the streets of LA as the Kai Ken laid there starving and sick with parvovirus. Thanks to fast action, they were able to take the dog to the vet and nurse the dog back to health. Shortly after that, film director and producer Brian Michael Stoller would adopt the dog through a friend of the Reagans and would not learn of their connection until a month later. From that point, Little Bear would go on to live a healthy, happy life and star in several films. Little Bear is best known for his incredible acting work in his first film based on his life, titled First Dog. Some of the highlights of Little Bear's career include meeting several celebrities, being featured in an Access Hollywood story paying respects to the late Nancy Reagan, and receiving a proclamation from Mayor Garcetti of Los Angeles for being a therapy dog for children with autism and for many children and elderly people in hospitals and schools. In Yoshihiro Takahashi's Ginga or Silver Fang series, several Kai Ken appear as important characters. This series as a whole is about the journey of the protagonist, Jin, and Akita Inu and then later his son, Weed, as they gather a dog army to battle a vicious bear. Throughout the original series, several Kai-Ken that appear are Kurotora, Chutora and Akatora. This is a play on the different names for the three color variations for Kai-Ken, Black Brindle, Brindle, and Red Brindle, respectively. In the sequel, the son of Kurotora, Kagetora makes an appearance along with his cousins Buru, Dodo, Shigur and Shoji, who are also Kai-Ken. The next famous appearance of Kai-Ken is in a video game called Okami. Okami is a story about the adventures of the sun goddess named Amaterasu, who takes the form of a spirit wolf to save the world from an ancient evil that has awakened and plunged the world into chaos. In this game you come across several dogs called the Canine Warriors. Among these dogs is a dog named Chu, which again hints at the brindle color and also means loyalty. An alternative name for Chu is Hayabusa, which means falcon, and is used to describe something fast and strong. In the video game, Chu is the holder of the loyalty orb. In this game, Chu is noted for his outstanding loyalty, strength for saving his master, Mushi, from the strike of a sacrificial arrow from Orochi. Recommendation: if you're looking to own a Kai-Ken, due to the fact that Kai-Kens are very active dogs, loyal, and shed often, we recommend an owner who is also very active and dedicated to spending time grooming, training, and playing. This breed is slightly different from the other Spitz breeds because they don't have the same reputation of being aloof and difficult to train. Please do your research on the dog breed, find a good dog breeder and be prepared to take care of a great and loyal dog. You can expect to pay $1,500 on average for a Kai-Ken. I bet you didn't know that some of the first Kai-Ken to come to the US in the 1960s were gifted to a zoo in Utah where they lived their entire lives and didn't even reproduce. That's a pretty sad life. Fortunately, Kai-Kens are treated much better than that nowadays. Let us know if you got that question right in the comments below. Don't forget to check out the links in the description. Thanks for watching.